What is it, Jason? What do you see?
Don't be so loud. There's monsters in here, man. There's monsters here.
What do you mean?
There's some dudes that bought my workout programs from my website, and ever since they've been roaming these woods and just eating shit and whatever. I'm telling you, man, they're dangerous.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm fucking serious, man. They became monsters. I don't know what the fuck happened. They started training frequently, and then this is what happened. They got too big for the fucking neighborhood. They had to go live in here for a bit.
I thought your programs are bullshit.
I thought my programs were bullshit too, but apparently they're not. Anyway, we gotta find a different spot, because I thought I heard something over there.
Train the muscles, not the joints.
All right. Today, I'm going to give you the absolute secret to bodybuilding gains for natural bodybuilders. The secret that has been discarded by many and by most, which is the very reason why when you start to apply it, you will dominate by far over everybody else in the gym that is also around your caliber, okay? The reason why is because they're stuck in their minds trying to apply a principle based on a collective, let's just say a collective cool crowd or stupidity, whichever one you want to call it. But there's a certain amount of people that believe something, there's a collective belief, and how often has society had a collective belief that was wrong, that was just really messed up? And basically they're running around training based on that collective belief instead of what really works, right? This is what's going to happen. This is free advice. Free, okay? You're not paying for this. This is why it's going to be valuable. I'm not getting nothing out of it, except for the fact that you might watch my videos and maybe not troll me so much, like these freaking mosquitoes that are out here right now. Anybody else comes after me, man, I'm going to Harry Potter your ass. Mountaina Leviosa Squasha! Squasha! The secret principle I'm going to talk to you about, the principle that most people discard right away as soon as they look at it, they don't even try it, is the strategic range of motion principle, which dictates using a range of motion or a movement in a certain way to stress or overload a certain muscle group to the point where it is forced to adapt. Talked to a guy on Instagram. He was showing me two different forms of squats. One, he was going pretty low, pretty much below parallel with the squat, and then coming up. And you could see that when he was coming up, his lower back was taking the brunt of most of the work, but his legs weren't even failing. His legs weren't actually failing by the time he was done his set. But then when he did the range of motion to a point of almost parallel, just above, and continued to do the reps, he was not only out of breath, but his muscles in his legs and his glutes were absolutely totally destroyed. Now, which one do you think is going to produce more results in gaining muscle mass in the legs? The one where he's stretching down really low, where the weak link in the exercise becomes even the weaker link, which is the lower back, or the one that exhausts the largest amount of muscle possible? The answer is pretty much obvious, right? If you take your ego out of this, I'm not trying to look good for all the people in the gym or whatever that are going to judge you based on how you move, right? Which one do you think is going to get the most gains? Obviously the one that stresses the most amount of muscles and helps the most amount of muscles hit exhaustion. That's what's going to cause muscular adaptation. What most people are looking for in the gym is ligament and tendon destruction, or stretching, or grinding the joints down to dust. That's what most people are looking for when they go into the gym. They just blindly go to the full range, not understanding where the forces are going. There's a point to where you stretch the muscle so much so that then the majority of the force exponentially is transferred to the joint, and the joint does not recover from that. Look at extreme injuries, right? There's either a muscle tear or a dislocation or a snapping of some sort. Maybe you tweak your back because you're no longer able to maintain the lordotic or arch. Say you're deadlifting from the floor and you cannot maintain that arch, then what happens? You start to round. When you start to round, that's a disc herniation waiting to happen, right? You don't have to have disc herniations or torn ligaments or torn labrums in order to get muscular gains. And this is the big fallacy out there. It's almost like the bodybuilding and fitness industry on the internet is run by the devil, and the devil just loves it when you're suffering. That's basically it. It's like, ooh, how can I make you suffer today? Ha ha ha, I'll make you snap your joints up. It's just like that. It's exactly like that. And yeah, you don't have to listen to that anymore. You mosquito. Hey, I'm getting trolled by mosquitoes now. It's not geese, it's mosquitoes, right? So it happens when you're up in the woods, I guess. I will win. Mosquitoes have no domain over me. Let's get back to the subject. So all I'm saying is that when you're doing a compound lift, when you lower the weight, you'll feel the weight in the belly of the chest, maybe the belly of the shoulder, belly of the tricep, right? You'll feel the weight. Then there's a point to where when you come down past a certain point, you may feel, depending on how you're built, you may feel that stress transfer from the chest more into the tendons in the shoulder. And it may become exponentially stronger in there as you come lower and lower. Try it with dumbbells, right? You can come down to right beside your chest, come down even lower. Are you feeling any extra stretch in the chest? No, you're not feeling any extra stress past a certain point, and now all you're feeling is stretch in the actual joint capsule. This is going to do nothing for you to get gains, but some people out there believe that that's what you're supposed to do no matter what. Well, if you keep training like that, not only are you not going to really challenge the muscle because you're going to have a certain amount of joint fatigue in the stabilizers long before the major muscle groups hit fatigue, but you're also going to risk a bigger injury or wear and tear in the joint that is unnecessary. Because of this, strategic range of motion can be the most effective way that you can get massive amounts of gains, less injuries, along with more satisfying workouts, right? You basically start to really fatigue those major muscle bellies and start to get results. I thought I heard something over there. Okay, let's just go to a different spot. Let's go to a different spot. Let's go. We can't go there. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not selling any more workout programs. This shit. It's not worth it, man. Making a couple bucks on the internet is just and I get eaten alive or some shit. I have people that message me every day in the comments that talk about how once they started to apply a more strategic range of motion in what they were doing, really kind of look at what they were feeling, where are they feeling those forces, and sometimes going all the way down is the right thing for you. That is strategic for you. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is the worst thing for you, and you have to properly assess this. This is why I'm getting people that are saying, geez, I've been training for years, but now I'm finally starting to get results. Well, yeah, before all they were doing is overstretching their ligaments and tendons and then hitting joint fatigue and stabilizer fatigue, but their main muscle groups were never hitting fatigue, and that's why they were getting less gains, right? So the strategic range of motion is the most anabolic and the most powerful principle in natural bodybuilding once you start to use it in a way that's in harmony with your body. Fucking mosquitoes, I'm telling you, they're killing me out here. That's the problem with filming outside, you know what I'm saying? But if I film inside, I get an echo and all this shit. This looks much nicer. That's why I'm out here, right? You know, I'm talking about the mountain. I'm talking about natural mountain, you know, gotta be outside, right? This is the sacrifice that I make for you. Oh, man, do you see him? Man, that guy is jacked, man. He's jacked.
Thing's bigger than you.
Holy shit! I didn't realize my workout programs are going to do this to people, man. I don't know, man. We should get out of here. I don't think we're safe.
You think we should?
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah.
Let's go. Whoa! Jason, wait for me! Oh, Jason, he's coming! Stop! I need to stop! Wait for me! Wait for me! I can't believe you fucking pushed me!
Some of these mosquitoes are going to be sacrificed pretty soon, though, as soon as this camera shuts off, though. I guarantee you that. So yeah, if you take your ego out of it, if you stop worrying about other people judging you and trying to figure you out and say, oh, you're a beta because you're not lifting like me and whatever, just let those people sit there and not get results. Because I've been doing this over 32 years, and I remember watching guys squat ass to the grass and then round their lower back, get the butt wink in order to basically make sure they get the right range of motion, and then walk out of the gym on their toothpick legs after, right? Now, I've seen other guys squat ass to the grass where they could keep the back arched, and you could see very strongly, because of the way they were built, the tension was staying on their legs, and they had huge legs, right? Even though they're squatting all the way down. So again, one size doesn't fit all, but once you start paying attention to how these forces are playing out, you are going to make exponential amount of gains in the gym, and you're going to be, well, let's just say you're going to be coming to Mount Gallant and dropping off, you know, gifts. Gold is good. Protein bars, that's pretty good. You can drop that stuff off. Socks. For some reason, I need socks, you know? I always find socks at the store, but you know what those freaking socks have? Stripes, or they have patterns on the damn heel, and I just want plain white socks, you know what I'm saying? So you can come to the mountain and just drop off plain white socks. For God's sake, if you guys can find them, just drop them off at the mountain. If you're getting gains, just drop them off. I could use good socks, okay? What else could you drop off? Kitty litter. My cats hate me. They seem to want to kick that shit everywhere. It doesn't matter what they do. You put them in the litter box and that's it. It's like they think it's a free-for-all. Just like, let's kick everything inside the litter box onto the floor, and then somehow that is satisfying crap for them. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know cat psychology, but this is something that is a very real problem. So yeah, kitty litter, I have to say that that's also another gift you could drop off. That's okay, kitty litter. So either way, I'm positive this is going to help you in your training. I'm absolutely, totally positive this is going to make you a better natural bodybuilder and survive longer in this sport. I hope this helps you out. Actually, I already said it. I know it's going to help you out. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and there I have workout programs and music for purchase. And thanks a lot to the Patreon supporters, because these guys make this shit possible. The stupidity that you guys are watching, these guys are responsible. Don't blame it on me. It's them. You take it up with them. You can message them. I'll give you their email addresses. You can just message them and just start spamming them, trolling them up, because it's their fault that I'm creating this kind of shitty content. You're welcome. Mountain.